Hello there everyone and welcome back. Things have taken a bit of the worse for me there, as apparently my master plan to take Saban Prime system has been thwarted somehow. And although it doesn't want to really show me the fleet I went up against, moral of the story is 8 damn frigates somehow managed to crush my entire fleet. And I was not even able to hit them for some reason, and I have a few ideas why, and I am really upset about this. You remember my point defense weaponry? That apparently, well, once it lets me go to options here, that apparently were meant for like short range, being able to deal with anything close. Apparently, they only fire on missiles and fighter crafts. Whereas I went with the assumption from plenty of other 4X games. Star Drive 2 is the main one I remember playing most recently, and of course the original Masters of Orion. You can use point defense weapons against pretty much anything, provided it was in range. And here, they do not do it. I am really salty about this. Time to correct this. And while my missile defense is not going to be nearly as effective now, I really need to be careful on that when going up against missile turrets in the future. I need to figure out what would be good for this, and why the hell am I even using mass drivers still? We got something better than that, at least for the purposes of point defense. So, I'll only have 2 of these phasers on here. We're going to update this Hawk, especially with a better engine. Antimatter drive, it's like, okay, everything's now increased in size now, whereas before it used to be slower. So that's another little change they made with the patch, I assume, that has so effectively screwed me over. We still have Cybertron computer, that's good. Armor is still in place. I should have double checked to see what required or what was going to get upgrades. So, let's have a look at what screwed me over. I believe it was this thing, possibly. It has a cooldown, so maybe it wasn't the augmented engines that did that. But combat speed boost by 3, so it doesn't want to give duration. It just says travel speed and all that, so I'm not quite sure what exactly it means. But apparently, if I was looking at those frigates there, they were clearly using this. That would be my guess, so we need something to correct that. So we're going to turn off the continuous fire to make some room for some proper weaponry. Actually, let me make this all round, like actual turrets there. That might be better. Only problem is, how much space would I have to spare? That would be 64 going all around. So that would be the same thing. So that's not too terrible. I hate having to invest so much on like an unupgraded weapon, but these things were supposed to be an escort ship. So that's what we're going to do. Can I at least get one pulsar missile in? Not nearly. And sure as hell not going to get fighters or bombers in. So what can I squeeze in here besides maybe an extra point defense weapon? Oh. Am I already too high on, let's see, I thought for some reason I was too high there on the weight. Oh, it's because I have these things select, that's why. So what am I currently at? I have 3 space left, so clearly not going to have room for anything else. Without a doubt. 1 point short of a third phaser. So I think we go with that and hope that helps with my issue here a little bit. On the plus side, at least this now has a little bit more of a punch now. Maybe not as well, it's not going to have the consistent punch against a single target with what Continuous did, but now this will be effective. A very effective escort ship. And I'm going to have to do the damn same thing with the Eagle here. So, we're going to upgrade. Well, it won't let me upgrade here unless I do the entire thing. So, let's just do it manually, I guess. Bear with me a moment. This is going to take a little bit of time. Actually, let's see. I do want to cut down on the point defense some, but I still want it to have that power. Heavy mounts, I want to keep you there, but we're going to cut one heavy mount for a couple of the all-around type of closer range. Because really all I want is something that's like more for close quarters, but only one that would actually do that with range would be point defense, I would imagine. Actually, let me just go with regular phasers, maybe that'll be good. Let's see, range 50 units, unless there's something specific that's closer range. Like, for some reason, Ion Pulse Beam doesn't give me a range. I don't know what to make of that. Let's see, 60 range for missiles. 50, okay, so everything looks like it's 50, so we'll just stick with the phasers. Try, well, sadly I can only get 2 in, so we'll cut some of the point defense. Cut it down, and hopefully I can squeeze one more in. Not quite. Ah, damn it. I was hoping for one more for that better raw firepower, but I guess I'm gonna have to count on my Hawks to do that for me. The sucky thing is, how am I gonna have all these extra Hawks with all this pollution issue I'm suffering from right now? Oh, and I forgot about this engine, which thankfully is not a huge issue. And apparently this is actually lighter? I'm really confused now. For frigates it took more space, but for a cruiser it took less. I'm just gonna try and stop trying to understand this, so I don't go crazy on myself. Hawk is update. And as much as I would love to update the EMU, we don't even have one of those built yet, so that's not a concern. So, now I gotta rebuild an army. Rebuild an army and get it up there before the Darloks decide to counterattack. While I'm also at war with the damn Klackons because I thought it was encourage some peace. Imagine my surprise when that failed to work, huh? So, this is a Milla. For some reason I'm not seeing an upgrade option here. I'm not quite sure why, but I know where I need you to go. I seriously doubt it's going to be very effective. To be honest, I have to wait 3 turns till that jump gate's available. I was plotting on using that as a way to escape back into my territory rapidly, but apparently I'm going to need it for responding to defending my my offensive. So everything's going to have to pull back. I have a little choice in the matter at the moment. And maybe I can start trying to manage this pollution some, because LO, apparently its pollution is completely gone. Thank God for that, because I'm going to need this Griffin. Although, quite frankly, I think the Griffin's going to have to wait, and I need to go with lots of smaller ships. Things that can easily mobilize. So, I wonder what happened to my multiplier option of being able to build 5 Hawks at a time, because I'm not seeing that here. But I don't care too much. I'm going to have to just keep building. Get these Hawks mobilized, because I'm going to need them right now, and I'm going to have to hope they're enough. Also, I need to watch the pollution levels, because of course that's going to be an issue. And can I get away with one more? Yeah, I can. Hopefully, I'll get some early warning when the my colonies start to starve a bit. That'd be kind of nice. And let's see. Can I at least focus on some research to kind of offset this little issue I'm having? It seems like it. Alter Prime, how are you doing? Gonna be waiting a while there, but can I get away with some? Well, you're still in the process of growing because of the last colony ship, so I'll leave that be for now. And I have all these other colonies to manage. That's all fun. That's all swell. And terraform is almost done here too. Fall Piss Prime. You're probably going to be the one I'm going to have to rely on for these upcoming episodes, this upcoming turns, because I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need it really quickly, and apparently, you are having no pollution issues at all, and I'm baffled. We'll see if that changes or not. The Cadet, you're suffering from pollution, but it's still going down, so you can still go at a steady rate. Let's see, Magnus Prime. Oh, heavy gravity, so you're not really doing anything of use. So it seems, anyway, so you're not going to get anything done anytime soon. That's the only downside. Well. And finally, Cestus 4. You still got a lot of work ahead of you, unfortunately, but you're making progress. Not much else I could do, but I can colonize a new system, so that's a good thing, maybe? Remains to be seen. This is a nice oceanic world. I probably had choices of something that was more effective as a production plant, but at the time I had a good number of production plants to work for me there. And who would have thought that I would have lost my entire fleet in one engagement after multiple times I had crushed the Darloks in my evasion efforts? Because for crying out loud, I have 2 of their systems already with really no losses besides a handful of frigates. Can you blame me? So finally we're done with that turn. Psilons rather. I don't think I'm going to be able to help you, buddies. Not anytime soon. Oh wait, what? How did the Psilons get way over here? I know it's a desperate attempt, probably, for them to get the hell out from this little losing bout that they're having, but I don't want you to be next to me. That means I have to actually protect you. And Sakura, that fleet just got demolished by that. This is a massive Meklar fleet, is it? And I don't even know if that was the large Sakura defense force, which from what I'm seeing it may have been, unless it went somewhere else. I am not sure, but there was a fleet up at Saban Prime that's stuck there because of the dang military outpost, so I don't know how they let a military outpost get built behind them, but okay. So this is essential. Microlight constructions, it was a flat, was it 20% reduction, so that's going to be essential. We got armor. We got, oh, more phasers. Do I really want to switch to phaser on those things? Maybe that'll be something I have to consider. Definitely, without a doubt, upgrade the armor. Because why the hell not? Citronium armor, you're going to cost a tiny bit more, but that's okay. And I have no way to increase, yeah, get you an extra phaser. Unless I want to cut a graviton can, which I do, quite frankly, do not want to do. Unless it happens to be lighter. Now, let me stop wondering. I already did. Oh, did I seriously not upgrade this? That is something I neglected, upgrading the accuracy on the Eagle. That could explain why I had such a hard time killing those things, because 25% boost to my energy cans does not compare to 75. Well, it doesn't say percentage, so I don't know if that is an actual 75% boost or not. Oh well. We're gonna have to salvage this situation and get ourselves in a frantic rush. Because, ooh, a Titan. It looks more like a colony ship if you ask me, but I'm not in a position to actually be able to build them, I don't think. Considering the fact I haven't even built a damn battleship yet. And 50% space there sounds useful, but I'm in a frantic rush to build stuff. High energy focus. I don't think these are passive, unfortunately. And energy absorber, is that for shields? Yeah, oh, redirect the ship shields so it can recharge shields maybe, but what do I want to get? Because multi-phase shields and hard shields sound good. I'm hoping that's like maybe a passive upgrade. I don't think it was, unfortunately. But the 20% raw production boost should help some, if only a little bit. And Milif, what are we going to do with you? Because I would like to build more ships. They're just not going to get built anytime soon. That's the only real problem. And can I cut people off food now a little bit? I can a little bit. That'll help speed things up. Okay, so maybe we can start getting some progress done. Ooh, and my emu. My emu is actually done, and look at it. Mind you, that's not the real look of it, but it looks sleek as is. I have to upgrade this thing too, probably. And you might be responsible for a defense fleet I'm about to send. And why can't I upgrade these frigates? Oh, they're frigates, not hawks, that's why. Stupid me. I guess apparently you can't completely change them to be a different sub-ship, even though it's the same ship class, I guess. And 2 turns till that thing's done, so is it possible to upgrade this emu, or is it already good as is? Because this might be important. This might be important. I have a blink, I can upgrade the armor, everything else looks good. But to be honest, with what I learned about the point defense, well, actually I should be good. I got standard phases already on this thing. As well as bomber bays. Oh, it changed that on me, I forgot, because I accidentally swifted it, so. Or speed upgraded, rather, so it changed a couple things on me. which thankfully is going to be pretty good here. I was kind of hoping for fighters, quite frankly, for defensive purposes, but phasers are going to do just as well. So we're going to upgrade the armor. I'm going to see if it's possible to enhance this thing, because it's going to be so necessary. Anything else I can get for it? Probably shield capacity would be nice, but I don't have the space for it. And quite frankly, let's see, 50% of hull or 20% of shields. Oh, 20% of the base hull, never mind. So I think the reinforced hull sounds better. Well, 30-second cooldown, so I probably only get to use that once or twice. So the hull hopefully should be better. And there's no shield upgrades, so this is probably the best I'm going to do. Then a real question, how much is this damn thing going to cost to upgrade? Oh, I'm not going to find out until I'm at a starbase. Apparently, warp gate does not count, unfortunately for me. So I'm a little bit screwed there. Advanced military outposts, because the Klackons are already coming. Oh my god. Is that the wormhole? I think it is. Yes, it is. Well, and the only thing I got going for me is the Darlok. Apparently, are not counterattacking, but can for 3 frigates. Are 3 frigates up for a task? With 2 cruisers and a destroyer, probably not. Oh boy, this sucks. Things are falling apart for me really quick. On the plus side, maybe the Klackons don't have open borders with the Barazzi, because I'm not at war with them just yet. This could be the end of me there if I don't respond to this attack really quick. And I am going to get some advanced military outposts, at least for North End. But that's not going to do a whole lot if I have to fight like 10 ships, or a battleship and cruiser, quite frankly. So, fingers crossed I could somehow survive what's about to happen. Yeah, that was another colony ship, I believe, or a frigate, so not doing very well there. And Mentar's also getting bombed. But on the plus side, they focus their efforts on me. Oh, never mind. They're getting ready to invade Mentar Prime. I'm assuming those are troop transports. I gotta really hope their upgrades are up for the challenge. Oh. And Alcor is about to get invaded and bombed again. This is not gonna go well. What happened to the soccer fleet that was down there? Because they kind of need their fleet there right now. And I have, what, 1 turn until I get here, so this constructor needs to get out. Without a doubt, it needs to get out. And I hope the Emu is up for the task. I don't think it is. But at least let's get the frigates up forward to kind of deter them some. I probably haven't upgraded these things in so long, so they're probably inferior. It's not going to go well for me, is it? I may have just left that colony to die a horrible death, because it does have at least 1 destroyer to bomb. On the plus side, if it's only just 1 destroyer, I do have a few turns to kind of prepare myself. Actually, I need ships. What am I doing building infrastructure? And this thing could build eagles and destroyers really quick, so I'm going to have to get on that. If anything, I might have to abandon Sung Prime. And wait, can I upgrade the Emu? Yes, I can. Do I have the money for it? Yes, I can. It's only an armor upgrade, but hell, I'll take anything at this point. I will take anything at this point because I'm going to need it. And let's see. I want food, quite frankly. Can you give me food there? Because of heavy gravity, you can't do a lot, so... My colony ships, my new systems are not going to do a whole lot. And Darloks, can you help me in your war efforts against your own kind? That is the real question, isn't it? They can just build a destroyer in 8 turns, a hawk in 5. It isn't terrible. It isn't terrible. But I doubt they're willing to cooperate too much. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out. Did any of these get assimilated yet? No. One has, but... Which one is the one that's been assimilated, though? Because they all, quite frankly, look the same to me. Or is there a heavy gravity? No, there's no heavy gravity, so... Wouldn't that be my luck? Is the one that's been assimilated is the one that's on strike. There's a way to offend me, insult me for these efforts. Trying to assimilate him into my culture, and this is the thanks I get. Well. I do have an advanced outpost here, so I may have to abandon Sun Prime. Because I did not realize that wormhole was there. That could have got me killed. And how close am I? Is that warp gate done yet? Not yet. So this destroyer. Where's the closest warp gate? Ferris Prime. So we'll see how quickly I can get over there. Especially now that I'm utilizing antimatter drive. Okay. This is just gonna... 5 explosive bombs, so they got a lot of bombs actually, so... I take that back what I said. But it means they infested a lot of their ship size or ship space for these bombs, so... I think they're antimatter bombs too, so... Maybe that cuts down enough of their firepower? Alcor Prime, you're gonna annihilate it. And you're getting bombed into oblivion. I don't expect you to live very long. On the plus side, let's see. Oh, Earless. Earless, what are you doing there? Stop starving yourself for crying out loud. Yeah, my one worker, as you can clearly see that's been assimilated, is doing crap. As far as helping with the pollution issues, so... Earless is going to continue to starve, I guess, because not a lot I can do about that. 2 cruisers destroyer versus what do these frigates even have? I don't even think it's possible to look at the blueprints because it doesn't want to tell me. So I'm gonna have to go with the value here. 21 versus yeah, they're about to get screwed horribly. These things are so inferior, I should just get rid of them. I think you're dead. I have to abandon. Poor Sung. My brand new colony is about to get wiped off the face of the galaxy, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. And it says this for your Orion, which doesn't bode well for me, because I want you to keep producing stuff, and you're getting your infrastructure going at a really damn good rate, I'm not gonna lie, so let's hopefully keep that going. I'd get the morale up to 100%, then you can operate full capacity. But as it stands now, you're gonna be pretty useless for a good long while, so I'm hoping if I can survive that long, you are gonna be my savior. With the ultra-rich plant, was it gravity manipulation? Once I cancel out the heavy gravity. What is it about you that's so valuable? Just you're ultra-rich. And you're a large-size plant, so you can have a damn good population and self-sustain yourself. As well as Cadet 4. Which I want to say is almost ready to go, but then pollution crisis hit me there, so not a lot I can do about that. Not a lot I can do about that, damn it. Yeah, this entire episode pretty much so far has been me just hating myself for the situation I've been put in. That's the moral of the story. And it remains to be seen if I can come back from this. Oh my. There's the entire Klackon fleet. And that's coming at my doorstep really damn quickly. So I have to get through the Psilons first. Let's see. So it survived 1 turn, so I have that going for me. I need to play super defensive. Because that battleship fleet can attack from multiple different angles. This may have been a mistake. Needless to say. So, I gotta squeeze out as many ships as I can now, and thankfully, Darloks don't seem interested in counterattacking just yet. That's gonna be short-lived though, come on, we know that's gonna be true. Got a bunch of transport ships that aren't gonna do anything. And Gazelle Prime, can you do something for me? Sort of? I don't think you assimilate anything just yet. Oh, that's because of heavy gravity, that's why. I was wondering if I even had an alien management center here, and apparently I do, but it's doing crap right now. So you're unreliable too. For the most part. So, I'm gonna have to leave these two systems to fend for themselves. Once I get that advanced military outpost up, that should help some. But, Vulpes could be responsible for taking care of that. It is gonna be, what, 9 turns to go across the galaxy? But apparently it's the fastest way there, so I'm okay with this. Wait, damn it. What is... Oh, what's going on here? I thought I was able to move a ship over. Didn't I have... I thought there was already a second, I thought there was a second destroyer here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I did have destroyers. I was wondering why it wasn't... I thought I had them selected, so... Never mind, had no clue what was going on. So, they enacted blockade, we already know that. My ships are flying to their doom there, including the emus, so... Gotta be ready to run. Nope. They're still gonna bomb, so I have a chance to escape at least. Yeah, they annihilated the colony, so my emu is gonna get intercepted. This is not how I was hoping to lose. Oh, perfect. This is just what I needed. This is just what I needed. Although it doesn't help with the fact I think there's a... Was the Darlok stuck at that military outpost before and they couldn't get past it? I'm not seeing them now, but I'm pretty certain they were stuck there. Which is why they couldn't get back to the fence, so... Oh boy. At least that's one thread dealt with, so I don't actually need my ships up there, but I do need to get them ready for what's about to happen down here. So, Emu, you're probably in a lot of trouble. I do have an advanced military outpost, so that might help. Canat's growing. What are my other planets like? Pollution is almost completely gone, so can I start offsetting it just a tiny bit? There, that should be good. Am I gonna be able to build what I need to, though? Probably not, but we're gonna get ourselves a second emu for a defensive push. War is coming, and I don't think I'm ready for it. The best thing I can hope for is that the Psilons can slow him down enough for me to get built up, in all honesty. And I am terrified by that prospect.